Hi and Andarki, welcome to Lakshman Educational Academy. Today we are going to discuss about concept of species. It is used for RRB, SSC, UPSC, Assistant Professor, JLDL and other competitive exams. Concept of species. First of all, if you see the species is basic unit of classification. Species. Species is basic unit of classification. If you see the classification, in classification we can see the species, genus, family, order, class, division, kingdom, like that. The base or basic unit in this classification is species. Basic unit of classification. Species means a group of similar organisms sharing common gene pool. Similar organisms. Species means similar organisms that will share common gene pool. Common gene pool means the alleles, genes, total genes and alleles which are present in the organism is called gene pool. That gene pool is same species, and they are interbreed. Similar organisms share common gene pool and interbreed among themselves. Interbreeding means they are involved in sexual reproduction and can produce fertile offsprings. After the reproduction they can produce fertile offsprings. Fertile offsprings, that is the species. And in Latin, species means kind or appearance. Meaning of species, kind or appearance. Kind or appearance. And the name species or term species is coined by the scientist. Name of the scientist is John Ray. John Ray is the scientist. He coined the term species. Term species. Next, John Ray written one book. Name of the book is Historia Generalis Plantarum. Historia Generalis Plantarum. He have used the species word in his book, that is Historia Generalis Plantarum. Hence, species word first described by John Ray, and he have used the species word in the book. Name of the book is Historia Generalis Plantarum. And if you see the species, according to Carolus Linnaeus, species is a static concept. Carolus Linnaeus, he told that species is basic unit and it is the static concept. He explained the static concept of species. Carolus Linnaeus only father of classification. Carolus Linnaeus. He have written one book. Name of the book is Systema Naturae. Systema Naturae. And he explained about classification of organisms. Hence, we can say he is the father of classification. Apart from that, Carolus Linnaeus proposed the static concept of species. Static concept of species. According to static concept of species is a stable. It will not show any changes. It will not show the any. It is a fixed one. It will not show any evolutionary changes and all. కరోలస్ లిన్నేస్ తర్వాత మనము డైనమిక్స్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఆఫ్ స్పీసీస్ని లామార్క్ అనే అతను ప్రపోజ్ చేశాడు. లామార్క్ ప్రపోజ్ ద డైనమిక్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఆఫ్ స్పీసీస్. Dynamic concept of species proposed by Linnaeus. According to dynamics concept of species is not constant. It continuously change with the time. There is a difference between static concept of species and a dynamic concept of species. మనకు చార్లెస్ డార్విన్ అనే అతను ఆరిజిన్ ఆఫ్ స్పీసీస్ అనే బుక్ అయితే రాశాడు. చార్లెస్ డార్విన్. ఇందులో న్యూ స్పీసీస్ ఎలా ఫామ్ అవుతాయి, ఎవల్యూషన్ ఎలా జరుగుతుందని డార్విన్ అయితే ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశాడు. ఆరిజిన్ ఆఫ్ స్పీసీస్. అండ్ దెర్ ఈజ్ వన్ సైంటిస్ట్. నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ద సైంటిస్ట్ ఈజ్ డబ్జాన్స్కీ. He introduced the concept of Mendelian species. Concept of Actually, concept of Mendelian population. According to concept of Mendelian population, according to Dobzhansky, the organisms in a population or species in a population mate freely. They show the free mating. And now we'll discuss about biological species concept. Biological species concept. Biological species concept explain about the species. Biological species concept. It will explain about species. Best explanation of species we can get from biological species concept. Okay. Biological species concept is proposed by Ernest Mayr. Ernest Mayr, name of the scientist who proposed the biological species concept. This biological species concept is supported by another scientists that are Buffon, Dobzhansky. They are help for the development of biological species concept. ఓకే. తర్వాత బయలాజికల్ స్పీసీస్ కాన్సెప్ట్‌ని ఎవరు ప్రపోజ్ చేశారు? ఎవరు హెల్ప్ చేశారని అయితే చూసాం గదా! అలాగే ఇప్పుడు బయలాజికల్ స్పీసీస్ కాన్సెప్ట్‌లో స్పీసీస్‌ని ఎలా డిఫైన్ చేస్తామనేది చూద్దాం. అకార్డింగ్ టు బయలాజికల్ స్పీసీస్ కాన్సెప్ట్, అకార్డింగ్ టు విచ్ స్పీసీస్ ఈజ్ structural and functional. Structural and species has structural and functionally similarity, and species share common gene pool, and apart from that species interbreed among themselves, and species produce fertile offspring, and they are reproductively isolated from other species. If you see the main things which are explained in biological species concept, species is a breeding unit. Breeding unit means they interbreed among themselves. Species is a ecological unit. Ecological unit means they are living in the same ecological place, niche. And species is genetic unit. According to genetic unit, they will share the common gene pool. Genes and alleles are same. And species are evolutionary unit. Evolutionary unit means they are evolved from the same ancestors. That is about species. That is the definition of species according to biological species concept, which will explain complete details of species. According to biological species concept, species అనేది biological unit, breeding unit, ecological unit, genetic unit and evolutionary unit. కానీ దేర్ ఎక్సెప్షన్ అనేవి ఉన్నాయి. అకార్డింగ్ టు బయలాజికల్ స్పీసీస్ కాన్సెప్ట్, సేమ్ స్పీసీస్ ఓన్లీ ఇంటర్బ్రీడ్ అమాంగ్ దెమ్సెల్ఫ్, బట్ దెర్ ఈజ్ సమ్ ఎక్సెప్షన్స్. ఆ ఎక్సెప్షన్స్ కూడా చూద్దాం మనం. ఎక్సెప్షన్స్ ఆఫ్ బయలాజికల్ స్పీసీస్ కాన్సెప్ట్. మనకు సమ్ టైమ్ ఏమవుతుందంటే మేల్ డాంకీ మేట్ విత్ ఫీమేల్ హార్స్. మేల్ డాంకీ same species need to be interbreed, but sometime different species will interbreed. That are exceptions. Male donkey. If you keep male donkey and female horse in one room, sometime normally also they can be mate. Okay, if you are not keep in one room also, they can mate. Male donkey, female horse, that combinedly form the mule. This is sterile. Sterile means it cannot produce offspring. Offspring is not formed from mule. Their parents, mule parents are fertile, but mule is sterile. Mule we can get when the male donkey is mate with the female horse. Next, second one is female donkey. Female donkey and male horse. When female donkey mate with the male horse, we can see the formation of hinny. It is also sterile only. According to biological species concept, species should be same species only interbreed, but there is some exceptions, because Here donkey is one type of species and horse is another type of species. They can mate and they can form the offsprings, but that offsprings are sterile. They can show the natural mating, no need of any artificial things, natural mating. Next, after that, if you see male tiger, male tiger, female lion, male tiger, female lion. Male tiger mate with female lion, that leads to formation of tigon, 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 in which male is sterile but female may be fertile, female may fertile, but they cannot show the natural mating if the artificial environment is required. In forest, male tiger and female lion cannot mate because lion is present at one place, tiger is present at another place, they are not come close to each other. But in zoo park or anywhere, if you keep both in the one room, that leads to formation of tiger. Sometime ఏమవుతుందంటే మేల్ లయన్ మేట్ విత్ ఫీమేల్ టైగర్, ఫీమేల్ టైగర్ మేల్ లయన్ అనేది మేట్ అవ్వడం వల్ల మనకు లైగర్ అనేది ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. లైగర్ ఆల్సో ఫీమేల్ మే బి ఫర్టైల్ బట్ మేల్ ఈజ్ ఆల్వేస్ స్టెరైల్ ఓన్లీ. దట్ ఆర్ సమ్ ఎక్సెప్షన్స్ ఆఫ్ biological species concept. Types of species. If you observe the types of species, first one is morphospecies. Morphospecies. If you recognize the species only on the basis of morphological characters, means external features, that is the morphospecies. Next to taxonomic species. Species with specific biological name or specific scientific name. Species with a specific scientific name is called taxonomic species. After that, sibling species. Sibling species reproductively isolated, but we cannot differentiate externally. They are different species, but externally those are looking like same. Those are called as sibling species. Externally we cannot differentiate. Next, sympatric species. If you see the sympatric species are formed within the same geographical area. Next, allopatric species. Okay, they form in the different geographical area, not the same area, different geographical area. Allopatric species. Next, parapatric species. Species which has overlapping regions. Species which has narrow overlapping zone. See, if you see, there are two types of species lives in the different habitats, but they have overlapping region. That is called as parapatric species. Species with overlapping region. They are formed because of they are formed at overlapping region. Polytypic species. Polytypic species restricted to particular geographical species which contain two or more subspecies. If species has two or more subspecies, that is called as polytypic species. అలాగే ఎండమిక్ స్పీసీస్ చూడొచ్చు. ఎండమిక్ స్పీసీస్ అంటే ఒకే ప్లేస్లోనే ఉంటాయి. స్పీసీస్ విచ్ రెస్ట్రిక్టెడ్ టు పర్టికులర్ జియోగ్రాఫికల్ ఏరియా ఈజ్ ఎండమిక్ స్పీసీస్. కాస్మోపాలిటన్ స్పీసీస్ చూస్తాం. కాస్మోపాలిటన్ స్పీసీస్ అంటే species which distribute throughout the world, that is called cosmopolitan. Endemic means only one place, cosmopolitan means different places. That is about species. In next class we will see about taxonomic hierarchy.